second week, women's 5-pin play, second game of the Canadian Bowling Championships. And we welcome Renee Laframboise from Azilda, Ontario, part of the greater Sudbury area, and Tammie Herman from Maple Ridge, BC. And it will be Renee to begin play here. And a deep breath. It's all different.
19 years old. First shot at an adult tournament.
Nice start.
Great start. Sets the ball early on the lane, but she's got really smooth at the foul line and gets good lift on it.
Punches the head pin, Tammie Herman, who makes her 5th straight appearance here on TSN.
Repeat from last year. She was in show 3. Good cleanup.
This is the part of the game, the focus. You know, you so want that strike. You don't get it. You punch. Now you have to say, you know what? All right. What's important now? Get all the pins.
Exactly. Clean up your wood, then forget about that frame and come back. Make a good shot. Get the kind of ball reaction you're looking for. Watch the speed and the location. Make sure the reaction's what you need in order to get strikes. That one looked like she forced it just a little bit. You could see in the arm swing, kind of almost pushed her elbow out. Better shot on the inside on that spare. Not much moving on that. Renee says she throws the ball straight. The speed at which she throws it and the amount of oil on this lane, it probably does go mostly straight. But when people say that, all our fingers are different lengths. The ball's got to come off the hand at a little bit different time. It's going to impart some spin on it. See, that one almost curved on her. Again, tough count on a strike in the first frame.
Three balls, 3 in the same spot for Renee Laframboise. She's a rookie in TV competition, Renee Laframboise from Azilda, Ontario, going against the veteran in Tammie Herman from Maple Ridge, BC. And after the strike, she tossed the open and now comes back with a strike in 3.
Looked like the first frame. Good, solid at the foul line, good speed. She gets down really low. There's not much trajectory on that ball. She's almost got it on the lane right at the foul line.
Tammie Herman making it to the semifinals of last year's Canadian Bowling Championships.
That time she got the ball left. And not much backup on it, not much movement. Never came back to the pocket. She'll want this on the inside between the 2-pin and the 3-pin, and good cover again by Tammie.
So back-to-back spares after the open to start.
Very smooth delivery. Little bit of rotation in that backup. Good cover. Oh, looking for a little string pull there. Good shot. A little bit thick. Again, with the rotation on the bowling ball, she broke that possible worst scenario up. Leaves herself a right corner pin. Good cover again by Tammie. 3 spares in a row.
Always nice to see Tammie's husband Bob. He's a former competitor in the men's play. He finished 4th in this year's BC provincials to get here. Renee.
Wow.
How did that jump over there? It was like a hurdler.
Left hand pocket, head pin and the 3 pin both went up over top and around that right corner pin. Watch the bowling ball reaction. Left hand pocket, one over top, one around the front. Pretty solid game for a 19-year-old. Nothing, doesn't look like anything's phasing her at the moment.
Renee, who's in her first year of kinesiology studies at Laurentian University.
Boy, she really likes that left-hand lane. That's 3 strikes in a row on the left-hand lane. All of them in the left-hand pocket.
Tammie Herman, who works for West Coast Nissan as a vehicle clerk. That's responding now.
That's 2 in a row that she's been right-hand pocket, little bit thick. This time she breaks it up. Left 3 pin is the last thing to fall over. Good reaction though. 3 pin knocks over the left corner pin.
So Herman has a 6 pin lead, and both bowlers strikes up here in 5.
Got that one a little bit far left again. Same thing that happened in the 2nd and 3rd frames. Tammie missing the head pin to the left. Forced it again that time. This will be the 2nd open frame for Tammie. Head pin in the 1st, and now this missed the head pin open frame.
Ooh, a little stumble. Oh, and manages to just pinch it enough to get the 15 count for a 131-36.
A little bit of a stick there at the foul line. We'll have to keep our eye on that one. Big exhale at the start of her approach here from Renee.
Oh, great kick.
Nice reaction. She's throwing the ball pretty hard, so she's getting lots of reaction from the head pin. This one actually comes off the side wall. I think we'll see it here in the replay. Left hand
Standing
pocket.
up.
That was the 3 pin off the side wall.
Now this time.
Now she thought that was a great shot. Again, left hand lane. She makes a really good shot. 3 pin went around the corner pin this time.
Sits down, perfect.
This hurts. Well, it stops the momentum. I mean, that's the key. Doesn't necessarily hurt her in terms of win or lose, but stops the momentum.
Well, it could. This is a fairly tight match. Tammie Herman now with a chance to get back into the match and actually take the lead because of that open frame from Renee.
Now, Renee is a graduate of the youth bowling in our country. It's been going on for so many years. You can join a league, www.youthbowling.ca. www.youthbowling.ca to find out more about youth bowling in our country and where you might be able to sign up. Still having a problem with the line. It seemed even on that delivery.
You can see her foot went a little bit sideways, and that can come from a couple of things. It can come from something physical on the approach. You actually stick on it. It can also come from speed. If you get your feet moving too fast, the only way you can slow down is to go sideways. That looks like a stick. She'll need to check her shoes and make sure she hasn't picked up any debris of any kind on off the approach. You can't afford to have an inconsistent slide. It affects timing. It affects the release of the bowling ball.
Back-to-back opens. Good count, though. Gets all the pins for a 146.
Eighth frame, Tammie Herman. She needs a strike here to get back into this match. We're running out of frames.
That's better. Boy, even on the delivery, no good follow through. The foot didn't jump. It was firmly planted.
Absolutely true. Look at the toe pointed straight down the line. No hesitation in that slide step at all.
Boy, what a release that was by Renee. You barely heard it.
She is so smooth releasing the ball. Like you say, she sets it down so early on the lane, almost behind the lane, in fact. But whisper quiet, great reaction, a little bit of a backup that time into the pocket.
This is going to be a good finish. Both bowlers strikes up an 8. Yeah, she's right.
Huge double there for Renee Laframboise.
And now Tammie Herman has to match.
Now Renee has a possible 304 if she can get 3 strikes in the 10th. Tammie's still got a possible 281, and she's going to finish first. If she can put 4 in a row here, or 5 in a row actually, to finish, she'll put some pressure back on Renee.
Now just a reminder again, and I can remember back when I was a youngster going to the Willow Bowl on Saturday mornings. And great remembrances of that time. If you're interested in youth bowling, there it is, www.youthbowling.ca.
Ouch. Well, unless something drastic happens here, that may be over for Tammie Herman. Not quite as smooth a slide that time. May have had an effect on the location of the bowling ball.
You know, and again, Bill, it's the difference of the format. You can win your $10,000 by what? Winning 4 games, basically.
That's right.
If you're playing in tournament play, well, to get here, you played a competition of 10 games. You might play 20 games to win a tournament over time. This is a blink of an eye by comparison.
It absolutely is, and you talk about having to make corrections very quickly. In the old pins game format, it was frame by frame. Boy, you had to make them immediately. Here, at least you got 10 frames, but if your opponent's bowling well, you can get buried real early. Tammie now with back-to-back head pins. And that's 3 in this game. Plus 3 times she missed the head pin. So, big factors.
Tammie, who bowls out of Revs in Maple Ridge, her league average 243, well below that, with a potential of 198.
Well, every time it seemed like she was going to get on a roll, she got interrupted. Strike, then she'd miss the head pin, come back with a chop off and a strike. Now 2 head pins here to finish this game.
Renee Laframboise bowls out of the Whitewater lanes in Azilda.
A little bit quick on that approach.
See that so often. I mean, you know you've gone through. You just lose focus just that little bit. You may not follow through quite as much. Your approach might be just a little bit off.
Well, there's that all of a sudden.
Decompression, right? Yeah, you're just letting out. You're just taking a breath. And so not the best of finishes for Renee Laframboise, but this 19-year-old making the move from youth bowling to senior play, women's play, holds a 233 to beat a very good one in Tammie Herman. And so now Renee will move on and play Chris Monchak when we come back.